Okay. Good evening to y'all. No matter where you're watching, whether it's in the United States or outside, thank you for tuning in and watching this video. Or if you watched any of my earlier videos, thank you. I just want to briefly continue the conversation we had the other night about trust, and then move on to no contact. So, I talked about in general how, once you have a negative experience with a narcissist, it affects your ability to trust other people. And I think most of us, if not all of us, can identify and relate to that. Um, the other thing I thought about recently is that, it's not just children that can be groomed. You always hear about the term grooming in connection with child sexual abuse, but it can also occur with adults. It happened to me. I've been groomed, where someone lured me in, under the auspices of trust. Someone was in a position of trust, or that I thought that they were trustworthy, but they turned out not to be. And they lure you in, they gain your trust, they manipulate you, try to control you to do whatever they want you to do. And then, by the time all that is completed, it's at the final phase, the damage oftentimes has already been done. And I probably, I've had experiences where I was able to avoid it or minimize it. But in any event, adults can be groomed. These narcissists are good at grooming. So that's what I wanted to say about trust. On to no contact. So, this is a topic of discussion that's frequently discussed, and obviously people have mixed feelings about it. It's difficult to essentially decide not to speak to someone anymore, someone that you were in a relationship for a long time, whether it's a family member or a friend or a significant other. And the thought of doing that, especially for people that are empathic and that are empaths like most of us, it's really painful. And at least I, end up, ruminating about it, and am I doing the right thing? And then you think about the things they did or didn't do. It's not always what they did. A lot of times it's what they didn't do. It makes it easier. It makes it easier. It validates your decision to go no contact. For me, yeah, there's some isolationism, although that's something I really have control over. But going no contact, one of the benefits for me is just peace. And not dealing with like chaos. I mean, these people thrive on chaos. There's a great YouTube channel, called Running from Chaos, and that's literally what it is. And these people are they're predators. Plain and simple, they are predators, and you need to defend yourself. And oftentimes with equal or greater force, if necessary. I mean, I agree, extricate yourself from the situation, try not to engage them, but sometimes you have to. And I talked about that, I think, in one of my videos a long time ago. So, no contact oftentimes is the only option. You have no other choice, because these people they're trying to cause you harm. And I don't know about you, but I have enough issues to deal with without someone in my life who I'm supposed to be able to trust and to count on, trying to cause me problems, additional problems, and to get their narcissistic supply. I mean, look, when I didn't know anything about this and I began researching this and watching YouTube videos of Ollie Matthews, I mean, all I can tell you is that some of the stuff I learned that y'all have learned, to me, was really effed up. The behavior of these people, I thought and still think, is really effed up. And you're like, how could someone do that? I mean, there have been, there's a great channel, and God, I cannot remember her name, but she said it so articulately. And she said kind of two things. One is, and we're making reference to the narc, what kind of a person would do this? Because I wouldn't do it, you wouldn't do it, most of us wouldn't do these things, you know, that cause us harm. I could go through a whole laundry list of examples, but y'all have lived it. You know, most of us have lived the things, you know, whether it's, you know, interfering with our relationship, with our job, our livelihood, our relationships, our finances, our credit, our, you know, anything, you know, anything that you place a value on. And so, you know, and then the other thing she said, was, you know, when you do the opposite of what the narcissists want you to do. And this lady, she reported sexual abuse, you know, perpetrated upon, I think, one of her younger siblings or a cousin or something. And there's this lash, you know, a backlash. And then she's like, you know, pretending like she was talking to the person. Well, what would you have wanted me to do? Exactly. And so, you know, any type of relationship that you're in where someone wants you or expects you to do something that is against your morals and your value system, you know that's not someone you want to have a relationship with. And you know, going no contact is an opportunity to get peace, get away from the chaos, learn more about yourself, and connect with healthy people. So, you know, that's really what I wanted to talk about. If you're questioning going no contact, do a Ben Franklin decision tree, you know, where you have all the pros on one side and all the cons on the other. And I guarantee all the pros will outweigh the cons. And, you know, most of the time it's a matter of self-preservation. If you're in a situation where you can't help but have contact, then, as others have said, you just keep it short, the communication. You document everything. You know, you record the phone calls if it's legal in your state. Check your local laws, your state laws, rather. And just protect yourself. Those people that are, you know, that are divorced and have kids, and you're having to deal with, you know, the narc former spouse or significant, you know, keep it at a minimum. But I haven't heard anyone say, oh my God, you know, this was the worst decision of my life to go no contact. I have yet to hear someone say that. And, you know, this is about healing. You have to go no contact to heal. There's just no two ways about it. Because these people are abusive, and you cannot live a healthy life, a healthy existence, if you're constantly being abused. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about tonight. Just a continuation on trust and going no contact. I hope y'all enjoyed the video, and if you want to leave any comments below or like or subscribe, feel free to do that. And I thank y'all very much, and I wish every one of y'all as much peace and serenity as possible. Thank you.